Now we got another video from Dev. It says, "I really thought Nicki Minaj and Cardi B would have locked in." Dev talk passing the torch. My fault. Um, Shout out to Math Hoffa. Shout out to Deb. Shout out to Nicki Minaj and her supporters. With that being said, we're gonna get straight into the video.
For so long, I wanted to put the whole thing together with women. You understand what I'm saying? But everybody always got something to say about the next woman.
You said you don't like working with women.
No, I'm saying that this is the music. Don't put no.
No, I'm
That's the music game. I said that's the last female that I'm going to work with when it comes to.
That's what I'm talking
Because I
about.
become so attached to them. This is working. This is something different. My feelings ain't in on you like that. We coming to do a job.
Copy.
Okay, so this is something totally different.
Got you.
But it has to be where some of them come up, rise up, and come out here and start reaching out and touching some of them and snatching them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It has to happen. You can't sit up here worrying about what people saying or how it is or looking at them. Your time is over. It's not over, but I'm just saying you don't have that youth in you. You cannot be that old getting on stage with these little kids. Bring these babies up and let them come out.
Right.
And let it keep passing on. But what you look like on stage, that's just as bad as some of these 50-year-old rappers. Your words start sounding dated. You're dated. And you still want to be up there doing that stuff. It's other things that you could be into. Bring up somebody else and let them come through.
Y'all probably gonna hate me for agreeing with her, but this is facts. Like, it's not, I'm not talking specifically about Nicki, but it's like a lot of rappers still be trying to push rap all the way into their 50s when it's like you could venture out into other stuff and still be remembered. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why artists do it, try to push out to the max. And it's like, it's no point. Like, it's no point to me. But we're gonna get straight back into it.
But we are such crabs in a barrel. We don't want to see other people make it.
I don't want to put that handicap on us because I think that there's a lot of people who don't feel like that.
Matt, where they at? Matt, where they at?
When you mentioned Cardi, I have noticed that she works a lot with newer people, especially the drill scene and all that.
She got Glorilla. She went and did the record with Glorilla, put that up.
Shout out to Cardi.
Cardi is very good when it comes to stuff like that.
Right.
She's very, very good.
She did a record with the City Girls, jumped all over that.
Right.
Well,
That's Cardi.
the other thing is there aren't that many.
This
So-
is crab in the barrel.
Right, no, I'm not disagreeing
I
with
can say
anything.
for New York, man, listen, there's a good 10-year stretch of New York artists not putting nobody on. Nobody.
Listen to
The
me.
dudes that you still see running around, yeah. Shout out to y'all, longevity and all that.
Facts.
Y'all ain't
Shout out to
putting
them, bro.
nobody on. Nobody.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something.
There's
Listen to
reasons
me.
for
And
that.
I've seen a lot of
Listen
people
to me.
around
There's
y'all that
reasons for
deserve
that.
it.
Listen
There's
to me.
reasons for that.
When I came up here, even from with Nicki to French Montana, you understand what I'm saying? And doing stuff, they flipped on me, yo.
That's the reason.
They flipped on me.
Wow.
That's the
I
reason.
don't know. How you asking me why?
That's the reason.
You didn't get an answer?
I don't know.
Yes, you can. Hold on, stop. It's not just her. She's not the only person who got flipped on by a team. That's by the artist that you put out. It's not just her. I've been through that.
Yeah, I keep it real.
She's not alone when it comes to
There's a
stuff
lot
like
of
that.
people that ain't been on.
Y'all know her history 100%. Do y'all feel like the artist she had switched on her, which is, she said Nicki, I think just now in French.
Show that's like that.
Bro,
Think about that.
I'm not talking. I don't have to talk regions. I don't have to talk about nothing. I personally worked with artists, got them to this point for them to turn around and say, "All right, good, I'm out." Like, that's why it doesn't happen as often as we all think it should,
Being
because none of
used.
us see the other side. You
But
spend the
that's
whole.
fine. Listen. You talking? I'm not talking about the artist.
Right.
Okay, I'm not talking about the artist. I'm talking about the other higher echelons of people that want to be jealous and going behind your back, like all that sneaky shit that be going on that
Okay.
you don't have to do. You wasn't thinking about them. You see, If I never reached out and did the things that I did, you wouldn't have that person there. Because everybody else was just sitting there crumbing them like you're not coming, you're not going anywhere.
Right.
It's not happening for you. But see, there's seasons,
Reasons and
lifetimes. Okay? So that could have just been my season for me just pulling them out. But I wasn't supposed to be there for the lifetime. And I'm okay with that. Just don't make it a beef with us.
Right.
And God damn it, I wish these artists stop saying everybody's stealing. That shit is so old. It's pathetic. Everybody stole from you. That's the quickest thing that a person want to jump up and start saying, somebody stole from me. Who was you before you got there? Did you ever think about that? What was really going on with you before this happened? Most of y'all are homeless. You had nothing.
Bumming it.
What is it for somebody to take from you?
Yo, why
When
he
you didn't have
took it
shit.
like that?
And they gave you everything.
What?
Open the door for you.
What? I'm not saying you owe me. I'm not saying that you have to take care of me, that you have to do all these things. But not saying something is like still.
But
doing
tell the
something.
truth.
Tell the truth
Tell
about
the
it.
truth
Your
about how it
entourage.
went.
You got people that are around you that are saying all kind of shit.
And they
yeah.
just
And
showed
that's
up.
not true. They
Yeah.
just came in.
I want to say
They just came
shout out to Rowdy Rebel. We just dropped a clip on him today. I reached out to somebody that's in that circle to get the interview, and they was like, "Yeah, he'll do it for 30,000." I said, "What?"
Wow.
I said, "All right." Shout out to Rowdy. Yeah, that's
Is
crazy.
Rowdy the artist that's here?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's from up
Ain't
here.
that the person who record I was doing? Rowdy?
Rebel.
Rowdy Rebel.
Oh, no. Okay, so is another Rowdy? Is it another Rowdy?
You talking about Rowdy Rich?
Roddy Rich.
I think that's it.
You talking about Rowdy Rich?
So let me tell you, my radio station, we blew him up. But I thought he was a rowdy from Georgia. Somebody else, a friend of mine, I thought it was his artist. And when we took the record down, we got a call. And they wanted to know what happened. And I was like, well, who is this? Like, you know, I didn't know who it was. And I told him, take that record down. Because it wasn't the same person. Because I seen Rowdy, my Rowdy in Georgia. And he said, Auntie, you ain't playing my record? I said, yes, we are. Look at all these fans. Look at the shit that's going on. Look at the people taking your record from us.
Right.
They all taking the record. And it turned out it was an artist here in New York.
Nah, that's Rowdy
That
Rebel.
was Rowdy Rebel then.
You see, so I
He
didn't
messing
know.
with Bobby Shmurda. Him and Bobby Shmurda.
I
got
love Bob
something together.
Shmurda.
Right.
I've not seen him since he's been home.
Right.
And shout out to
Yeah.
his mom, too, because I haven't talked to her in a long time either. But even for that kid, too, him,
Right.
I love him, too. He's a real talented kid. But they just don't have the right people up underneath them. They just like, they got to learn. Like, everybody cannot be a yes man.
I feel like Bobby Schmurder learning the game a little bit. I feel like he knowing what he gotta do.
Everybody cannot be under you to just agree with everything it is you doing.
That's a fact.
They don't know.
You know
that,
what I'm
though.
saying? You know my first
That's gonna
question
be a
is, I
biggest
ask every one
downfall.
of them, what are you willing to sacrifice to get to the top?
Oh God.
Yeah, she just sat right up.
Let me hear your
Sat
top
right
three
up.
answers.
She sat right up.
What's your top three answers that you've heard?
They just look at you. Honestly.
They lie because they don't know what it looks like. So they'll say, "I'm willing to give whatever." It sounds great.
That's the first one.
Sounds
They give the
Whatever it
cliche
takes.
answer. I'll do whatever it
Yeah,
takes.
whatever it takes. They'll tell you that. But I always ask, what are you willing to sacrifice to get to the top? You want to know something? The only person that really answered that for me was Nicki.
What she said?
She told me it wasn't about her looks. It wasn't about who she knows. It's about who wanted it the most. She said, and I want it the most.
So she was.
Shout out to Nicki.
That explains a lot.
Shout out to Nicki.
Let me tell y'all something. I don't care what nobody. She doesn't even really tell her full stuff. That girl bust her ass. She bust her ass. She
can
did
tell.
not disrespect. She didn't disrespect Kim. First off, I'm not gonna have that anyway. I'm not gonna have no females going back. I don't do shit like that. I don't get into that beef shit.
Where did that come from?
That's people.
People.
That's people. It costs. See, the one thing that artists have to understand, it costs money to go to war.
Fact.
Absolutely.
You don't want to spend that money. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's everlasting. It don't stop.
As long as both
That's-
sides is getting it.
Just get, listen, you're not the same artist. Like, I really thought Nicki and Cardi was gonna really lock into each other. They're two different
I
people.
really wanted to see that.
Yeah, cause if I'm not mistaken, I remember Cardi doing a freaking Instagram live like mad long ago, saying idols turn into rivals or something like that, some to that nature.
I wanted that so bad. I wanted that bad to see them two get into each other.
Nicki on the Bodak Yellow beat when that first dropped. I was
it
like,
would've been-
I thought that was just
That would've
that
been
was about to
fire.
happen.
It would have been what we wanted to see happen with Kim and Foxy. Like if they did that Thelma and
Again,
Louise
Kim and
joint,
Foxy.
we would have got
That
that.
would have been.
That's what we need.
I don't
We
even
need
think we can
somebody
get a.
to-
Can we get a versus?
We need somebody to
something?
shift it where it's like, you had R. Kelly and Jay-Z do an album together. You got, 21 Savage, Drake do an album together. Why we can't get two popping ass female
Because they
artists
feel
to
like
do an album together?
because they feel like
there was a
they
guy,
feel
there was a
like
guy
crazy,
that
bro.
tried to do all these things with the women. Then you had a whole bunch of women that they needed to be the headliners, and they needed to be this, and they needed
Ego.
to be that.
Ego.
Those egos start setting in the way, and it
Gotta
just
play a
pushed
part
up
for real.
everything. And I sat down with a lot of them because even when the thing happened over at Phillips Arena, they all came to the club. Like I sat down, and I talked to them and was going up. Me and Mia X talked a lot. Another person that's really good with doing stuff with females is Trina. Trina's another female that's very, very good at doing stuff with females. She's excellent with that. She's another one, okay? She will look out for other ones. But I will give anything to see a female tour and let them come out, but let it be something at the ending that they all come together and they all come out and do
Hold
some
hands.
shit together. That's my ideal thing, to watch something like that.
I
would
think you're the
love
only
that.
person that can make that happen, Dev.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you can make that happen.
Ah, shit.
Hey, shout out to Dev, shout out to Math Alpha, shout out to Nicki. Let me know what y'all think on that. I think it'd be dope because like with female beef, it don't really be ending in somebody dying or like physical altercations for real, for real. I'm saying that's only when it comes to niggas beefing. But that being said, I appreciate y'all for all the love and support. Love is love. Get in the comment section, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.